Hi, and welcome to sunnydaystamping.com. I'm Julie Baca. I've got a whole new setup going on here today. Got a new microphone, so we'll see how this works today. But I'm so excited that you're here. We are making a do-it-yourself gift bag with the matching tag. So it's so quick and easy, but man, it turns out gorgeous. Now it's December 2023, so we're right in the middle of the gift giving season. So I thought this would be really helpful, but man, save this project because you change the paper and it's perfect for a birthday gift or a thank you gift or Mother's Day or anything like that. So let's get started. I want to show you how easy it is. So as you can see, I went a little nuts making these bags because they were so much fun. I made a bunch for Christmas using the Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper. And they were just, I don't know, with these coordinating tags, they just turned out so amazing. But then I grabbed another pack of Designer Series paper and just made some bags for every day. These are using the Delightfully Eclectic paper. Let me show you that. So this is the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper pack. It's a huge pack of paper. You get 48 sheets. I just love it. You guys have seen me use this several times in projects, and I still have this much left over. So I feel like this is perfect for making bags because you need one whole sheet of paper. And so instead of with the other paper packs, you only get 2 pieces per design, and this one you get like 4. So yeah, so you don't have to be scrimpy with your paper, which is what I am when I have a pack of paper that I really like. So pick a pack of Designer Series paper. Doesn't have to be this one, but you do want it to be double-sided because that is what's going to give that cool effect with the lip of that bag being coordinating. I don't know about you also, but I get intimidated trying to cut into this huge piece of paper. So I'm going to show you exactly how to cut this. Now, on my website, you can get all the measurements for this project. But my email subscribers are going to get this project sheet. And on the measurements, it says that you need 2 pieces of 6x9 paper. But let me show you how to cut this paper down so that you get those measurements, but also enough for your tag. So hold on just a second. I don't know why I'm telling you to hold on. I can just, anyway, if your paper has a direction, so like this side doesn't, but this side does. And if I want my stripes running up and down on my bag, then for this first cut, you want that direction to be going left to right. So you're going to slide it in and you're going to slice off 3 inches. And this is going to be your piece of scrap that we're going to use to make those coordinating tags. So hold that off to the side. And now you're going to take your piece, rotate it so the long part is up at the top, and cut that at 6 inches. So, and in this paper trimmer right here, this lip right here, that's 6 inches. So you don't even have to like measure it. You just pop it up there. When it feels secure, cut it in half. So that's all you need for there to cut those pieces. Now, the next thing you need to do is score 1.5 inches on all sides. You can do that in your paper trimmer, but I found it easier just to use this scoreboard. And so 1.5 inches on all sides, you can rotate it like this, or, so you're gonna do that on both pieces of paper, or you can do it at 1.5 and 4.5, rotate it and do it at 1.5 and 7.5. I think that's right. Hold on. Let's see. Yes. Okay. That's right. So now you're going to take and fold down on that top score line. This is going to be the top of your bag. So if your paper has a direction or if you want something specific up here, just look around and you can flip it around to make sure you've got the top of the bag the way you want it. And I'm going to score that like that and do that on both pieces. Now we're going to go ahead and fold and burnish on all the score lines on both pieces of paper. And I like to do this with my top flap folded down because I want that to be nice and straight. So I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to make sure this fold is along this line and then crease along that score line and then burnish it really well. Because it's folded over, sometimes it can pucker, and that's why I'm just double checking that that is folding nicely. I don't think this is scored correctly. One moment, please. Nope, nope. I scored it at 1 1/4. Okay, I'm putting it back in, scoring it at 1 1/2. Let me double check my other one. Okay, this one's right. All right, so now we've folded the flap down. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now I'm gonna find the actual right score line. There we go, because these should meet in the middle. That's why I knew. You did that wrong, Julie Baca. Okay, now we're gonna just go along that score line. Just make sure everything is nice and square. You're just gonna get a better bag if it's nice and square. And then fold that. Now we're gonna unfold and we're gonna fold up the bottom of the bag. We're just making it easier on ourselves to get all of that folded ahead of time. And so I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Okay, now when you have everything all folded, we are going to cut this score line here and here on both of our papers. So as you can see, there's a score line here and this little one here. We're going to cut up this score line and stop at that first horizontal score line. And you want to cut this nice and straight, if you can. You could also put it in your paper trimmer. So once those are cut, now we're going to go back and we're going to miter these corners. So on one, you are going to fold this section back, and you're just going to miter that corner a little bit. Just take a little sliver off at an angle. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You can see that there. Fold this in, and you're cutting the tab. Now on this one, we're going to actually remove these two sections, but we're going to do that at an angle. So where that score line is, you're going to come in just a bit and angle it up towards that intersection there to cut that off. We'll do the same thing on this side. Here's this score line. We're going to come in just a bit from the score line, come up to that intersection and snip that off. So this is what the bottom of your bag is going to look like. Now you're going to take these pieces and fold them over. I find it easier to just align them like this. And we're going to fold up this bigger bottom tag and put glue on it. Now with this folded over, we're going to butt it up against the bottom of the other side of the bag. I'm trying to line up, I want to make sure this is in a nice line and this is in a line. And then when I think I got it, I'm going to fold it down. But don't worry, we're using liquid glue, so we have time to readjust. So I'm just double checking. The other thing I want to double check is, will this close? And yes, because you don't want this tab overhanging the fold line. So I just double check that by folding that over. Now you're going to fold in both of these little tabs, put glue on them. And now we're going to fold up this section, folding in the sides, and then just taking the tab and adhering it to the side of the bag just like that. And once I'm using the my table to make sure that this part is nice and straight, but I am going to go and double check myself too. So once those are kind of stuck a little bit, I'm going to pick this up and make sure, is this line lined up with the bottom of my bag? So, and if you have to adjust it, you can. And remember, you did cut this, so it may not be perfectly straight. But you just want to kind of just, whoops, sorry, let me turn it this way. You just kind of want to make sure that your bag looks nice and square. Now what we're going to do is put glue and put this inside here to create the bag. But before you do that, if your bag has an image on the front that you want to be on the front of your bag, you want that how do I say this? You want those panels to be on the outside of your bag. So that if I wanted this to be the front of my bag, I want these panels to be inside, so that when I'm looking at my bag, I don't see any edges. And you can definitely see that this is going to be the back side of the bag. So for instance, on this bag, I wanted this little bear to be on the front. So I made sure that these panels wrapped around on top, and the back side went on the inside of the bag. I'm gonna stop talking because I think I'm making it worse. Okay, so now we're gonna put glue on these panels, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little squirt of glue underneath that top flap, and then we're gonna put glue all over this section. And you want to make sure to get glue up in these corners so it lays down really nice. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Squirt a little bit of glue under this flap to keep that in place, and then place glue. Now we're just going to fold this up on the inside of the bag. I'm matching up the corner of my bag to make sure those corners are good and make sure that is a nice straight line. Kind of press that in place on both sides, and then I kind of like get it pressed in place and then double check, because you have a little bit of wiggle room when you use that liquid glue, which I really love, because I just do not do things straight the first time, it seems like. Okay, now when you've checked that everything is nice and lined up, nothing's overhanging, now you're going to take your bone folder, and with the narrow end of the bag on your table, just put your bone folder in there to kind of squish that glue around and make sure it is nice and adhered, and do that on both sides. Now on the back of your bag, you can see that these flaps are flapping up. So you're just going to do just the tiniest bit of glue under there just to hold that little flap down, and just press it in place like that. So now you could keep your bag like this, which looks so pretty because of that patterned paper. The inside of this bag looks gorgeous, but just to do something different, we're going to squish the top of this bag. So with my fingers here squishing in, I'm going to take my other fingers to squish the edges, and we're going to just pinch it so that the side of your bag is, not creased, but it creases up towards the top. And so now we're just going to grab just a regular old hole punch, and you can feel where this is thick, where it is, the inside of the top of the bag is squished in. So we're not going to punch there. That's going to be too hard. So we're going to put our hole punch right after that double fold, push it all the way in, and punch it. That way we know we're going to get the exact same depth with this other hole punch if you have it butting up against here. And I put mine kind of close together. That way I have more likelihood of them being straight. So that's all you need to make the bag. Just run some ribbon through here. I'm going to show you how to make the tags right now. But to get all the measurements for this, you can head on over to my website, sunnydaystamping.com. If you want this print and make project sheet that has the measurements, some photos, some written instructions, these are just for my email subscribers. So if you want to get on my list, there's a link in the description of the video to sign up for my email. I send out 1 email a week on Fridays, and that's where the project sheet is. All right, now we're gonna make some coordinating tags. I love these tailor-made tags. They've got more angular ones or more scalloped ones. They even come with the hole reinforcers to add that little extra detail if you want. So grab your strip of paper that we cut from the beginning, and kind of decide, how many tags you want. I'm gonna do 3 for this one. So I'm going to use this biggest scalloped one, and I want this one to be the flowers. And so then you can cut this, but I'm just going to rip it so I don't feel like getting my paper trimmer back off. Okay, and then we'll put that in our cut and emboss machine. Now I'm going to do a little one, but I want it to be the stripes, and you can decide which way you want the stripes to go on your tag. Now, because my stripes are going up and down, I think it would be cool if they were going the opposite way. So I'm going to just tear this off and put this in here like this. And then we'll do one in white. So that's all it takes. We're just going to do one pass through the machine. This is Stampin' Up's cut and emboss machine, so you can cut out all these fancy dies. I just love it. It's so easy to use. The big machine I find to be way easier to use, very easy to crank and cut out everything. And then you've got this big palette so that you can cut out multiple things. So look how cute. So I've got a confession. My handwriting is horrible. If you're if you're one of my customers and have received a thank you card from me, you know this. So that is one reason why I love stamping, because look how good their handwriting is. So I'm going to use circle sayings and for all of these gift tags, and just pick out something that you like and put it on the tag, or unless you're like my mama and have gorgeous handwriting and you don't need this. So I'm just going to put this right here. And now we're just going to string these up. Just pick whatever ribbon you want and just put it through your bag. It should be really easy with that big hole punch. Like that. Leave yourself plenty for tying, or if you're an expert, you could use less. You guys know I am not an expert when it comes to ribbon, that's for sure. Okay, we're going to cut this here. Now, you're going to take these tags and layer them up like this. And then pass the ribbon through them. And now, we're going to see how I do tying. Should I tie a knot first? You guys out there who are good at tying, please give me pointers. Please give me tips. Because when I was tying these on these bags, they were so like, they were slanted like this. Like, how, you guys out there who are good at ribbons, tell me, give me, how do I tie this so it isn't twisted? You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's still a little twisted, but okay, that's fine. Oh my gosh, isn't that so cute? Okay, and we're gonna just trim these at an angle like so. There, isn't that cute? Wouldn't this be cute? Just filled with candy or gift tags or jewelry or anything lovely for the holidays. You can fill it with handmade candies. I'm just going to show you all of these again. These are all from that same pack of designer series paper. I picked some different ribbons. I will have the complete supply list over on my website. There's a link in the description that'll take you directly to the blog post for this. So if you want these to look just like mine, you can buy exactly what I've used here. For the Christmas ones, this is the Walk in the Forest designer series paper. It is retiring, so I don't even know if it's going to be available when I'm making this video. If you're watching and it is Thursday, December 14th, there is free shipping on any order over $75 today only, December 14th, 2024. Stampin' Up's biggest sale of the year is coming in January, along with a brand new catalog. So it's so exciting. Celebration is the name of the sale, and it lasts January and February. And for every $50 you purchase, you get to pick free products out of the Celebration brochure. And there are stamp sets, die sets, beautiful papers in there to pick from. It is so much fun. And then you pair that with my customer bonus program, where you earn Sunny Points with every $50 purchase, and you collect 5 and I'll buy you a free stamp set. So you are going to be able to just rake in the benefits starting in January. There's also a fantastic join bonus if you're interested in joining my team. I am happy to explain all that too. But so something fun to look forward to. I really appreciate you watching today, and I hope you have a sunny day.